Yo, this Fifthpower, and you are now tuned into Tea with the T.
Fifthpower, what's up with you today?
What's up?
So how you doing today, man?
I'm doing great.
So explain what you. So are you an artist, right?
I'm an artist.
You do like cover art for
Cover
all
art.
different types of people.
Mm-hmm.
So what type of cover art do you do?
I make digital cover arts.
Okay.
I can do paintings, marker work, and I can do what's the word? Animated cover arts, cover works if someone needs it.
Okay. So do you do social media marketing cover art?
No.
So you just do cover art for like albums and stuff?
Albums, mixtapes.
So have you ever did cover art for a certain like celebrity or anything?
Yes, I've done cover art for ASAP 12E. Some people in the ASAP mob, like I've done like ASAP mob cover art really, and I've done cover art for Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get into that?
So I met Charlie back when I was like 16, and when I was just posting artwork a lot, his friend liked my artwork, so me and him started to work together, and I've done like probably like 1,000 of his friends' cover art.
Okay.
And his friend, like Lil Yachty, saw that, and he wanted me. He kind of insinuated he wanted me a part of his team, but that. I don't know what happened with that. So one day he hit me up saying he needed he wanted to work on a project together. It wasn't like music related, so we kind of cooked that up, and after that, he kind of just washed over me, even though that project didn't work out.
So he really didn't pay attention to you?
Yeah, and then later on, he was looking for an artist, and he already knew who I was because I met him at that point. I met him because I've been in the studio with ASAP Mob and them, and he was there. I met him, so I just hit him up and let him know like I can do the artwork. So it was nothing after that. So now, whenever if he ever needed artwork or something.
So how did you get into doing artwork for ASAP Mob?
So I had this idea, with me, I have like a bunch of ideas, like big schemes, and sometimes it just takes me a while to get them out. But I had this idea of like a big rap group as like a pop culture or like something like big, like Power Rangers. So I took the ASAP Mob and the Power Rangers, and then I drew them together. Like I just mixed it together. So I just drew them all as like Power Rangers and stuff, and I posted it on Twitter and Instagram, and ASAP Ferg saw it on Twitter, and ASAP 12E saw it on Instagram. Then that just started the whole relationship.
What got you into drawing?
I really don't know. Like I've always been drawing since I was young. I remember having like this wooden bunk bed that I had a bunk bed, but I was like the only person that slept in it, but it was just covered in drawings. Like I used to just draw all the time, and like I had a friend in elementary school that we used to make like small comic books and stuff like that. So art has always been a thing for me.
Just all your life? All right, that's cool. So where are you from?
I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky. So what brought you here to Atlanta?
Family. My mom wanted to leave from Kentucky, and she just decided to come to Georgia.
Alright, so you must just go all over the place, because I heard about you first in New York.
Yeah.
So how did you get up to New York?
So I was born in Kentucky, and then I moved to Georgia for a little while with my mom, and because my parents are separated. So my dad, he was already up north, and me and my sister wanted to live with my dad, so we ended up moving up to New Jersey first. So we lived in New Jersey for half a year. Then we moved to Philadelphia for about like 5 or 6 years. Then we spent half a year in New York. Then moved all the way back to Georgia. And that's where I finished high school.
Okay, so you graduated high school down here.
And then as soon as I graduated, I moved back to New York.
Okay, so how old are you right now?
20.
Oh, so you're only 20? And you just been traveling all your life?
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. So who inspired you to first, do your first type of cover art?
I would say what inspired me to really start like getting into cover art was Kanye West's graduation cover.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like I was used to seeing like growing up. I was used to seeing covers of just people, like you know, it would just be like photography with a little bit of like some type like words on the cover and all that stuff. But I think that was the first cover that I was like, dang, that's different. Like that's actual artwork. So
what was the name of that album?
I think it was called Graduation.
That was Graduation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fuck with that album a lot. So you do music too?
Yes.
So why don't you really promote your music like that? Like, don't nobody know that you're a rapper?
I feel like with my music, I feel like since I have the biggest platform with my art, I sort of have to take advantage of growing my art. And as soon as I get to that point where I'm really established in my art, I can then begin to sweep my music into it. Okay. Which I kind of do it now. So a lot of people.
So you just really haven't incorporated your music with your lifestyle right now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I feel that. So what type of music do you do? You rap? You sing?
I rap and sing and I write. I like conducted a song, I would say. So like my friend, he's into like rock and alternative. So he sent me a song and I like actually did the song, but he wanted to do it. So I guess like I conducted a song. So like. So I do a lot in music. I don't produce though.
Okay, so where's your music posted on? Is you on SoundCloud?
I'm on SoundCloud, Apple, Spotify.
Oh, so you on Apple Music already?
Yeah, I'm on streams.
Oh man, see you got streams out and stuff, but you won't even promote your music.
I mean, like the way like my Instagram and stuff is set up, it's kind of like hard to try to maneuver such a big following into like other stuff because not all people are there for the same reason.
So most of your audience is people that look at you because of your artwork.
Yes.
So you don't feel like they will fuck with your music for real? I mean, I just say if a fan is a fan, they gonna fuck with you regardless.
Right. That's how I would like for it to be, but I feel like a big chunk of my following isn't that way. You know, they just want to see art. But I do appreciate. I also have a big chunk of people that's been there through it all, so they know I make music and like they really want to hear more music from me.
Okay, I feel that. So how do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Do you see yourself rapping? Do you see yourself doing art? Do you see yourself standing on top of the motherfucking Alfred Tower? Like, how you see yourself?
Yeah, I see myself in Eiffel. Really, I just want to in the next 5 years, just really comfortable, but not comfortable at the same time. If that makes sense, because be comfortable means like that's just it, you know.
Yeah.
And you get too comfortable. But I really want to be able to say like
you should never really be too comfortable.
Yeah, I just really want to be able to say like I've done a lot of the stuff I look like when I was younger. I want to be able to say I would look up to myself if I was when I was younger. And like growing up, like I kind of had anxiety like with the whole thought of trying to become like a full-time artist because it didn't look as easy, you know, like, and I feel like not a lot of people understand art for what it is, especially with what I do as like a cover artist. So if I like include like self-portraits or personal work, not a lot of people understand it. So it's like in the next 5 years, I really just want to become like a household name at that point, like a full-time brand. Like everyone knows who Fifthpower is.
I feel it. So do you suffer from anxiety till today?
Yeah, a lot.
So how do you deal with that? Because a lot of my audience suffer from anxiety. I personally myself suffer from anxiety, but like I have my certain rituals that I do to get over it. But like, how do you get through your anxiety?
I really have not even like mastered it. Really, it's probably gotten worse because of how I was living in New York. So I really have like social anxiety. Like I don't like going to parties and all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. So do you express that through your music?
Yeah, that's where I like express it best, you know.
Okay, through your artwork or through your music?
So like through both my art and my music, because if you listen, that's what a lot of people say. Like if someone showed you my song and you never even knew who I was, you would not think it's my song.
Right.
Because I don't even sound like the same person in that song. And like with my art, I mean, I guess you could match my art to me because it's like 90% of my work is self-portraits, you know. So like,
Okay.
but I guess what you see is what's in my head, really.
Right.
I don't really like act out what's in my head because that makes me anxious, you know.
So how do you feel about the rap game today? Because we got a lot of new artists out, and you know, rap changed a lot from back in the day when our parents was growing up listening to it.
I'm not really in tune to music now. Like with the music we make now, it's not bad. When I was probably about like 2 or 3 years ago, I really didn't like it. I'm starting to like it as much now. I'm really like an old music person. Like I love old hip hop. I love a lot of old music, and that's what inspires my music today.
Who's your favorite artist right now?
Musician, like of all time, Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
I would have thought Lil Yachty.
For real?
Yeah.
No, Lil Yachty's not bad. Like I like his music, but I'm really like into like deep stuff, like lyricism, and I love like boom bap.
What you doing in life besides cover art and music?
Besides that, I'm really just trying to broaden my spectrum really, like it's like get into videography, photography, traveling. Like I'm young, me and my friends are young. Like it's not cool to. I don't think it's cool just to be sitting around really. Like, there's so much to the world. Like I remember like when I was like 17, my mom would tell me like, just like in your 20s you should be traveling. You know, like seeing the world and all that stuff. So that's really what I'm trying to do.
So do you think your city supports you?
Atlanta?
Well, I mean, I really don't know which city. Which city you really...
I would say where I feel like I'm raised and what place made me was Philadelphia. And yeah, I feel like Philadelphia.
Okay.
Like if me and my friends had like an event, like we're really just like, it's really a nice community. Like if there's ever an event, like everyone comes to support. Philadelphia is great.
Okay. So how do you feel about Lil Uzi? Cause you give me very much Lil Uzi vibe.
I like Lil Uzi. He's a great rapper. Like his lyricism, his flow. Like that's one of my favorite rappers of like this whole new
era of rap. Yeah, I fuck with Lil Uzi a lot. So what's up with your style? You know, I'm peeping your jacket, your pants, your shoes. What type of swag you got going on? You style yourself?
Yeah, I style myself.
All right. So where you usually shop at?
Thrift stores. And my friend, well, not my friend, my brother. He makes clothes.
Really?
Till death. I didn't wear any today, but it's like he hand sews everything. It's like really nice clothes, and that's all I really wear: thrift until death.
Okay, it's called Till Death. I'm gonna have to check that out. This whole summer, I'm not buying nothing but black-owned clothing line. So I've been looking into all different types of clothing line, and I really ain't got shit in my closet. What you think? What's your next big power move?
Just broadening my brand, really. Getting into clothing, prints. That's just it. Just like growing it, like really starting to change like the my medium, really. Like making my art less about me, but like less self-portraits and like into more what people can like interact, like they can connect with. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I feel that.
Yo, this is Fifthpower. You are checking out T with the T.
Yeah, making these ends meet.